Hey guys, it's Alice again. Welcome to another video. So I am adding to my already very large collection of videos about university by creating this one. So this one is a fun little tips video about adulting as a student. So if you haven't already seen my previous videos about university, I'll leave the playlist on screen and down below. Make sure you subscribe as well because I'll always be adding more to that. I'm due to graduate this year, so that should be very scary / exciting. So if you want to follow me on the scary graduation journey, follow this channel and also on my vlog channel because I vlog over there quite often and I'd love to see you there. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into my top 10 tips for adulting as a student. So the first, and what I think is the most important one and probably the most boring, is to save and track your spendings. So save some money before you go to university and track what you're gonna have and what you can spend whilst you're at university. The common thing is that students are very, very poor. I get it, I've been there, but if you kind of plan ahead and brace yourself and prepare yourself and be aware of what you're gonna have, whether you need to get a part-time job, hopefully it'll be a little less daunting when you start to do it. Also, you can start to sell your stuff that you won't be needing when you're back at home, and that's another way to generate some money. So if you've got any old clothes or games or DVDs or anything that you're not really using, sell it. You might make yourself some money. Second tip, again, so important, is to learn how to cook. So ask your parent, your grandma, whoever is good at cooking in your house to help you and just give you some basic recipes and start off learning to cook. I got bought so many student cookbooks when I first started uni, and it's good having them, but you need to actually practice before you go there, otherwise you'll be stood in front of the oven wondering what on earth you need to do. So definitely learn how to cook. Third tip is to plan. Plan. Do anything you can to kind of stay organised. So I like to-do lists, I have a planner like a diary, and I also have a desk planner. So what I like to do is kind of write down all my deadlines in my diary, plan out my weeks. I do like a top 3 important to-dos per day and make sure I tick off those 3. And then at least I know if I haven't achieved anything else, the least I've done is achieve those 3 to-dos. So definitely plan ahead, try and stay organised. It is hard and it's so easy to get lazy. I am so guilty of that. But to-do lists, planners and weekly planners are the one. If you don't know, actually, I have my own weekly planner. I'll put a photo on screen. They're available on my website. Cheeky plug right there. One thing that is quite difficult, and I'd say it kind of just naturally happens sometimes when you go to uni, is to let go of toxic relationships. So that might be a relationship that you've had whilst you were with your school or college friends, or a relationship that you've developed as you started uni. Don't hold on to something if it's not making you happy. So let go of any toxicity in your life. That's a really hard word to say. And you'll just feel a lot fresher and brighter. Yeah, it's tough, but you will attract the right people in time, and honestly, it's so worth it for your own well-being. Now, this one is really important to me, and I think it's so important, and a lot of people kind of forget to do this, but find a hobby that isn't to do with your work. So if you are at uni studying a particular subject, try and do a hobby that is completely different to that, whether that be going to the gym, whether that be sewing, whether that be totally anything, something that you can concentrate on that isn't just your uni work, because you're just going to burn yourself out and no one wants to spend their entire time just focusing on one topic. It's kind of nice to switch it up and give your brain a little bit of a rest. This one is one I always forget to do. It's very simple but practical and good for the environment. Take carrier bags with you to the supermarket. Now, I know it's so easy to forget, but what I liked to do before was put the carrier bags on like the door handle of my bedroom, and then when I was going to go out to the supermarket, I'd pick them up on the way out. Doesn't work all the time. I do still forget them, but 1, you're saving the environment, and 2, you're saving yourself 5 or 10p every time you go shopping, which is always a bonus. The next one is to make sure you do have a healthy work and social life balance. I was so guilty of working too much in first year. I didn't develop the friendships that I probably could have in first year. I didn't really have like a solid connection with any particular group of people. I was so busy doing all my work. I still worked my job part-time, so I just kind of forgot how to juggle social and work. So definitely make sure you schedule in some time every week in your planner to have some you time, meet up with your friends, even if that involves like laptop club and eating pizza takeaway. I do that quite a lot with my friends, and it's great because you're kind of pretending that you're working whilst really you're watching Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging whilst eating pizza. It's good, trust. The penultimate thing is one that's very simple, very little, and very hard to do. This is to wash your pots as you go. So your dirty pots from after eating your dinner, wash them up straight away. And sometimes I don't do this and then I hate myself for it the next day. But the quicker you wash up, the less gross the plate is, all the food residue slides off, no problem, and it's done. And also it saves the like bickering argument of deciding whose dirty dishes are in the sink, because you'll know that you've already washed yours. This is a top tip I learnt last year and I've adopted it again this year, and it's working great because I don't have to wash all the manky stuff in the bottom of the sink. And finally, this one is one that I have only adopted this year. I wish I'd have done it sooner, but this is to exercise. So exercise the stress away, exercise the bad foods away, and honestly it's such a clearing thing to do. Like, my brain just feels so much clearer when I've been to the gym, and I feel like a lot better about myself. Whether it's going to the gym, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's doing like home workouts, it's up to you. I personally go to the gym. I've done like martial arts classes, and it honestly helps my state of mind and kind of refreshes me, ready to get some more work done when I get home. So yeah, definitely recommend that one. So those are my top 10 tips for adulting as a student. Woohoo! I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your tips, if there's anything I've missed off, if there's anything you think super important when you're adulting as a student, or even not as a student. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Again, if you haven't seen my university videos, I'll leave them linked down below, and I'll see you very, very soon. What was this? I'll see you very, very soon with another video. Bye!